Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker, and today we're going to go over the 2019 Keystone Springdale 1790FQ. This is a great, short, lightweight couples model. Cool thing about this one is that you get the slide-out dinette giving you all this space here in the center, and it still comes in at right around 3,600 pounds. Let's take a look at the kitchen here. So what you'll see is that you have a single basin sink, high-rise faucet, 2-burner cooktop off to the side. Not a ton of prep space in this kitchen, but it does have the things you need in the forms of the sink and the cooktop, so at least it is a functional kitchen. Beyond that, you also have 2 drawers, so that's something that you need. A lot of campers that are this size only have 1 drawer. Some of them don't have any at all. That we have a spot for your flatware and some of your larger utensils as well. Over to this side here, you see plenty of storage there for a trash can. Maybe if you want to put some pots and pans in there, you can certainly do that as well. The Multimedia Center is tucked right underneath there. It's not my favorite spot in the world, but you know, it is, at least they do have one in here. So that is Bluetooth capable, so that way if you want to control the music from your smart device, you can hook up to that via Bluetooth. Storage right up top here. Underneath, you see the LED light and an electrical outlet. So if you need to plug anything else in the kitchen, that's the place to do it. Microwave, hood with the light and fan right there. Dometic fridge freezer combo off to the side of that. This one does run off both propane and electric. Also has automatic switchover. Right down underneath, you see the direct vent furnace, which in a camper this size, a big open floor plan like this, that's definitely all you need. Over to the side of that is your fuse panel. You also see an electrical outlet right down here on the floor, which is perfect if you need to plug in a vacuum, anything like that. Makes it super easy to access. Your tank monitoring panel is right here, as is your water heater control and pump slide room control right in between those. Thermostat right here. This one is only for the furnace. The AC unit, this one does have a roof-mounted AC. I'll show you a little bit later. The controls for that are on the AC itself. Let's take a quick look in the bathroom, then we'll come back and look at the slide-out. But it's a very large rear bath model. So as you can see, I can sit down in the toilet here, folks. I have plenty of room for my legs, a ton of space for my shoulders, all the room that you need to be able to do your business. Right over to this side, you will see the storage here underneath. Massive countertop space, especially in a camper this size. You know, if you're one where you have your perfume and your hair dryer and curling iron and everything else out here, this definitely gives you the space to do it. Electrical outlet there, which I really like, so that way if my toothbrush dies, I have an electric toothbrush. You can make sure I can plug that in, charge that back up, and then you'll see the mirrored medicine cabinet here as well. Over to the other side is a tub shower, so if you have kids, you can give them a bath in here. If you bring a dog that you have with you, this floor plan has plenty of space for a dog, can still walk around them nice and easily thanks to that big slide. This gives you a spot if you want to give them a bath inside, you can do that. I'll take a step in here to show you height. So I'm 6 foot. As you can see, I'm just about maxing it out. If you're much taller than that, you'll probably have to bend down a little to be able to shower. But it does have the hand wand here to make showering a little bit easier. And the curtain, because you have the higher threshold, because the tub, the curtain has a better chance of staying in there, less chance of getting water all over the floor. So we make our way back out. As I mentioned, over here is the slide-out dinette. So I'll take a step up here. As you can see, there's easily enough room for 4 people right here, so that way you have a spot to play a card game or eat a meal together. This does drop down into a small bed as well. Probably not going to work very well for an adult unless they curl up in the fetal position a little bit, but it does do an excellent job for any children, or if you need a place to put a pack and play, you can drop this down, just remove all the cushions, put the pack and play right on top there. I've done it before several times when camping when my daughter was little, and it works great because that way they're kind of up out of the main walkway. Also, they did utilize a space right over here, which is kind of cool. They put a little drawer in there, something most manufacturers don't do. And in a smaller camper like this, any additional storage you can get is always very beneficial. Right up top here is that roof-mounted AC. As I mentioned, the controls for it are right on there. You have the queen bed right up front. I'll open this up so you can see underneath. You have some decent storage over to the side. Both sides of the bed have nightstands. You will also notice the electrical outlet and dual USB port. So if you sleep with the CPAP machine, that can accommodate you here. Otherwise, just gives you a good spot to plug in your cell phone at night. Wardrobe on both sides, shelf going across the top connecting the two. And if you want a TV in this camper, you can mount it right up there. Both of the controls for it are right up top. It also has the Furion unit in case you want LTE signal. So if you want kind of portable Wi-Fi wherever you go, That is a monthly subscription, but it does have the prep there for it. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a look at some of the outside features on the 2019 Springdale 1790FQ. 20-pound propane tank is located right here up front. Behind that, you have rails for your battery. And coming up the front is diamond plating, helping to protect that front end from some of the rocks and debris that may get thrown up by your tow vehicle. You'll also see that this one does have a 3-year structural warranty on there, which is currently the best in the industry. Coming around to the side, we'll look at the front storage. So as you will notice, this is a full pass-through. You have the same size door on the other side. If you have any items, you know, some of the larger items, longer items, fishing poles, things like that, that's a great spot to store them right there. And that will be essentially all of the storage you have outside here. If you take a look at the awning, you have the power awning, touch a button to roll that out. Same thing to have it go right back in. You also have the LED light strip on there. Something that is newer to this Springdale is it has the Dometic power rail right here. So if you have they have like fans, lights, other things that you can actually turn and snap in here, this is actually a powered rail. And so that you can have some auxiliary equipment in here. Kind of a nice little feature if you utilize it. You'll also see a couple outside speakers there, so if you want to listen to music out here, you can do so. That is controlled by that same Multimedia Center I showed you inside, and again, it's Bluetooth capable. You have the handrail to help you climb in, as well as the one foldable step, and electrical outlet right there in case you need to plug anything in. So we make our way around to the back side. You'll see the square tubular bumper. That does have the end caps that we can pop those off. Gives you a convenient spot to store your sewer hose. Tire is mounted on that bumper. Great thing about this, it's probably the easiest place to get to it rather than having it, you know, inside or tucked underneath the camper, especially underneath. If it's muddy, you don't want to get down on your hands and knees. This makes it much simpler. You'll also notice the TV input is right there. It is up kind of high. You know, usually it's kind of located somewhere over here, but either way, it's still on the back of the camper, out of the way of the campsite. Making our way right over here to the side, you will see your 30 amp power cord just pulls out, plug it in, tuck it right back in there. Underneath is your termination with both your black and gray tank valves. And then right up front here, lastly, we'll see our 2 water connections, both the city water inlet as well as the fresh tank fill. All right, folks, and that wraps it up. Again, this is the 2019 Keystone Springdale 1790FQ. If you're interested in this short little travel trailer and you would like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.